It's Friday, about 8 p.m. I start most of my videos at the beginning of the week, like on a Monday, and then we go to Friday or Saturday and we see how things go. I'll do more of that, but I want to try something a little bit different. So this is a video which is starting today on Friday, 8 p.m. It's the end of a week. I will have run for 2,014 miles this week, so at 46 cents that's going to be about $925. So that's a below average week, because my average at my current rate of pay for 2018 was $1,091. We're now moving into the new week, so I'm going to be running this weekend because I requested to go to Houston, which I've done before and which has worked out for me. So Averitt promised me that we can try to go to an Averitt service center if we would like to for our home time. I did that one time before. I got to Houston, I spent the weekend there, had a nice time, so I wanted to try to do that again. This time it's a little bit rougher the way it's working out, because it's gonna be 2 weekends that I have to spend away from my home in order to make that happen. There. I didn't know that was going to happen like that, or else I'd have probably thought twice about even asking for it. So in any case, it's it's sort of too late now. I'm on my way there, and I've already set everything up, and so we're going. So this is Friday. We are in Chillicothe, Ohio, and the load that we're doing now is going to Farmers Branch, Texas, which is basically Dallas. It's going to be 1,010 paid miles, 1,052 actual miles. It's due on Monday morning between 8 and 12. So the sooner I get it there, I guess the better. I'm going to try to stop in Little Rock, Arkansas at the Averitt Service Center there and park for the night tomorrow night, which will be Saturday, because I have 2 friends there from way back when. It's 10 o'clock in the morning now on Saturday. I'm still at the same place where I was last night when I talked to you, because I got detained here, which in many ways works out better, because it was about 6 hours and 15 minutes worth of detention. So my appointment was at 8 p.m. on Friday, and I finally got done at like 4:15 a.m. on Saturday, which I wouldn't have got a lot of driving done last night anyway. So I mean, if I can get some detention out of this, I was about to say weasel some detention, basically beyond 2 hours I should be getting paid 20 bucks an hour, which comes out to like 6 hours and 15 minutes of detention during the middle of the night, which is perfect for me, sort of, because I can kind of sleep but not sleep that well in any case. But at 20 bucks an hour, that's like 120 or 125 bucks, that should be coming to me, which adds nicely to the weekly pay. Right now I am at a rest stop, Tennessee Welcome Center. I've driven for about going on 6 hours. I got 5 more left, but I'm not going to do all that. I think I know where I'm going to stop for the night, which is a rest stop on I-40, not all the way to Memphis. I think that'll be a good place. I totally forgot about this place. This is Jackson, Tennessee, between Nashville and Memphis. If you're not familiar with Tennessee, it's 9:30 at night, so all those rest area ramps are overloaded. I don't have to tell you the rest. I just want to show you a couple things. They're sort of in most places. So there's a microwave. Actually, oh, there it is. Yeah, I was going to say, oh, there isn't a microwave here. Yeah, it's right there. There's a sink right there behind me, which I use to clean out my dishes all the time. And then got the ice machine over here. There's a coffee machine in most places. Vending machines. And then here's the full room behind me. And I'll just show you my trip packet real quick, because every week we turn in our trip packet with all our bills of lading from the previous week. We don't transflow anything. So this is my trip packet right here that I just turned in. It's got all my bills of lading in there, sealed, my name on it. Good morning, Little Rock, Arkansas. I saw my friends here from way back when. I got one of these great parking spots here. I like being straight across from the fuel aisle because I got in so early yesterday at like 3:15 in the middle of the afternoon. And I'm starting out early this morning. It's almost 5 a.m. and then I gotta be to that place in Dallas by 12 at the latest. So it's about 320 miles and I got my work cut out for me. Absolutely beautiful weather, absolutely beautiful time of day. Dallas, Texas, getting my pickup for the load that's really the driving's gonna happen tomorrow, going to Mississippi with 3 stops. 3 stops means that 2 of them are additional, and it's gonna be $100 a stop. I'll tell you more about that later. Trying to find kind of a quiet spot. I'm here at the Dallas Service Center, going today to Columbus, Mississippi. That'll be my first stop. I've got 3 stops, as you can see right here, alongside my load assignment. And that one after that will be in Starkville, and one after that will be in Tupelo. As I sort of mentioned yesterday, those extra stops, additional stops, each pay $100, which is, good. I don't know where you guys work or what you're getting paid, but I know where I used to work, it was $10 and $20 for stops. So of course you didn't want to do them at that rate. You can think about the stops. I decided to think about it in terms of mileage, so that would be like 435 miles added to my trip, and my trip is 636 miles, which comes out to like 1,070 or so miles. So that's another way to think about it. Over the next day and a half or 2 days, we'll see exactly how long it's going to take, but I think it's going to take the biggest part of 2 days for that equivalent of 1,000 and more miles. Also, I wanted to show you this, that my detention came through, that I thought would come for about 125, came through a little bit more. You can see there, it's 130. And here's my route from Dallas over to the far eastern side of Mississippi, across Louisiana on I-20, which is exciting. I don't drive that road much, so I always like to drive down roads that I don't get on very much. I just crossed into the state of Mississippi from Louisiana. I'm taking a rest here at this rest stop. There's some Civil War cannons behind me. A couple of nice bridges you can see. I've never been here before. I didn't expect to find anything this nice. I was hoping to find a rest stop or welcome center right as you cross into the state, but I didn't know it'd be right next to the river. I like the river. I've seen the river up in Mark Twain's hometown, Hannibal, Missouri. It's not as pretty as here because these bridges look nice, but I've seen it. If you're truck driving, you've crossed over it lots of times. You cross over through Memphis, it's pretty. You get lots of opportunities to cross over it, but it's something. I think I enjoy crossing over it every time I cross over it. Morning in Birmingham, Thursday. I forgot to film that last stop yesterday, which is really annoying. But but anyway, it happened. So I'm in Birmingham. This is the next load. From there in Tupelo, I had to run down here to the service center and pick up a load that I'm going to take up to Jefferson City, Tennessee, which is just a little bit east of Knoxville. So it's not due until tomorrow between 7 a.m. and some like 12 or whatever. So I guess I'll shoot for 7. I got all day to do it. It is something like a 410 or 420 mile load, including the empty and loaded miles. So definitely a slow day. I'm probably after that I'm not going to end up going to Houston. I think that's pretty clear, and the reason why is I have to get these IFTA papers, that you stick on the side of your truck, and those are only available at my service center in Knoxville. So think that's why the Houston thing didn't work out, and that's why I'm going home this weekend. And it's Thursday, so I'm pretty close to there, you know. So I unloaded in Jefferson City this morning, and then just finished getting loaded here in Newport, which was just 25 miles down the road. Now I'm headed back to my service center in Knoxville, where I'll be done for the week at about 1 p.m. on Friday. So it's Friday. It is 2 o'clock. I'm off duty. I'm at home. I'm in my personal car right now, and I'm going to go through the numbers with you. First thing to say is, you remember that I started the week weirdly on a Friday, which I don't usually do, and my goal was to get to Houston. So I thought I was going to give you like 3 weeks of information, which was the first week that I didn't document, that ended on that Friday that I began with you. Then the second week that I was documenting, that's ending right now. And then I thought there would be a third week, which I would get home on after being in Houston, but you know, Houston didn't work out. I'm home now, so it ends up just being sort of like 2 weeks, one of them documented and one of them not really documented. So let's look at the numbers. For the week that I did not document, it was 2,014 miles at my rate, 46 cents. That came out to $926.44, plus there was 130 of detention pay. Comes out to $1,056.44 for that Monday to Friday. Now for this week that I documented. So it was Chillicothe, Ohio to Dallas, Texas, 1,016 miles. Originally I said 1,010, that was a mistake. Then from Dallas to Columbus to Starkville to Tupelo. That's 3 stops, 2 additional stops. There was no empty move there because Farmers Branch to Farmers Branch, which was Dallas, pays 0 miles. So I got 636 miles for that. Then I went from Tupelo to Birmingham to Jefferson City, so there's an empty move there, 131 miles, plus 283 equals 414 miles. Yes, I get paid for all of those, including the empty miles. From Jefferson City to Newport, Tennessee to Knoxville, that's 25 empty, plus 47 paid to Knoxville is only 72. That's what gets me home. That's 2,138 miles at my rate, comes out to $983.48, plus $200 for those 2 stops, $100 each. My total for the week was $1,183.48.